A story of my first week living on Mars. The moment my boots touched the red soil of Mars, I realized that nothing in my life would ever feel ordinary again. The sky above me was not blue, but a soft, dusty pink, stretching endlessly in every direction. Earth was no longer beneath my feet. It was a distant memory floating millions of kilometers away. I had trained for years for this mission, yet no simulation could truly prepare me for the silence of another planet. Day one was filled with procedures. I learned how to move carefully in lower gravity, how to control my breathing inside the suit, and how to trust every system keeping me alive. Each step felt lighter, almost dreamlike. When I jumped slightly, my body stayed in the air longer than expected, reminding me that Mars followed different rules. That night, inside the habitat module, I lay awake listening to the hum of machines. On Mars, technology is not a convenience, it is life itself. Day two brought my first real work outside. I helped deploy solar panels, watching them unfold slowly against the barren landscape. There were no trees, no animals, no wind carrying familiar sounds, only dust and distance. Yet I felt a strange sense of peace. Mars was empty, but not frightening. It felt patient, as if it had been waiting for someone to arrive. On day three, loneliness arrived. Messages from Earth were delayed, arriving as recordings rather than conversations. When I spoke, I knew no one would hear my voice in real time. That evening, I stared through the small window at the horizon and thought about my family, my friends, and the blue oceans I used to take for granted. Living on Mars teaches you the value of what you once had. By day four, routine began to form. Wake up, check oxygen levels, conduct experiments, record data, exercise to protect my muscles, and write logs. Routine became comfort. It reminded me that humans can adapt almost anywhere. I planted the first seeds in the small greenhouse module, tiny green symbols of hope inside a red world. Day five was my favorite. I stepped outside alone for a short walk, carefully monitored by mission control. Standing there, I felt both incredibly small and incredibly important. I was a single human on an entire planet, yet I represented billions back home. For the first time, Mars felt less like a mission and more like a place. On day six, a minor equipment issue tested my nerves. A sensor malfunctioned and alarms echoed through the habitat. Training took over. Calm thinking, steady hands, and teamwork, despite the distance, solved the problem. Fear passed, replaced by confidence. I belonged here more than I thought. By day seven, I understood something deeply. Mars is not just a destination, it is a lesson. It teaches patience, responsibility, and respect for life. As I wrote my final log of the week, I looked at the red horizon and smiled. My first week on Mars had changed me forever. I was no longer just someone from Earth. I was a human learning how to live beyond it.